guys, it's Gestro Gaming here, and I've got another video for you. So, this is another game on my sniper here, and as you can see, I tried out engineering the other night, and I did one game. I did practice on the dummy while I was waiting in a queue, and then I did a game. I only had time for, actually, no, I actually did two games. This is a while ago. This is a couple nights ago. The first one, I believe, was in an arena. Oh no, this was the first one, and then the second one was an arena, which I didn't record, which we did lose. It was close though. But aside that, I wanted to try out engineering because I've heard that the DPS has gotten better. I mean, the overall damage on the charts has always been good because most of it is fluff damage, from the probes, but I want to see what the killing was like and stuff. So being able to kill people with this new ability, on my number 3 EMP discharge. I haven't played this since 3.0, and mainly the reason why engineering was so bad in 3.0 is because the probe got nerfed. Now it was a 9-second probe instead of an 8-second. I mean, a 9-second probe instead of an 18-second probe. So it lasted a long time before 3.0, but now there's been some buffs and crit and stuff. But I feel like I actually had a lot of fun. I mean, it might not be definitely by far, I can admit this, marksman is the best sniper spec to play if you're looking for super big hits and for the most part, high damage on the charts if you have good gear. But I mean, lethality also has good damage on the charts, but it might not get enough. It probably has better damage on the charts, but it doesn't get enough kills and stuff to really kind of show that you're really contributing, to defend that you're really contributing to the match. But it's a lot of fun. I don't know. Lethality was a lot of fun for me. Same thing goes for engineering. And I feel like engineering is a mix of both marksman and lethality, and I'm going to explain that. So marksman is definitely the hardest hitting spec. You've got big ambushes, you've got, most of your abilities are hitting for over 5k, if you're well geared. Your penetrating blasts are hitting, 4 times, maybe 3, 4k each. You got your snipes hitting 5k, you got your follow-throughs hitting 8k, you got your ambushes hitting 20k, even more. So it's definitely the hardest hitting spec. But lethality is, it's the dot spec, obviously. But it's a lot of fun. You have a lot more mobility. You can do a little more creative things. In marksman, you pretty much have a lockdown rotation. You got to do your penetrating blast, sniper volley, penetrating blast again. 2 snipes, follow through. Make sure your follow through is in between, then an ambush. Then you kind of do maybe a filler with a sniper, so then repeat it all over again. It's just mashing buttons. I mean, it's definitely fun, especially in PvP. It's all situational, but lethality, you can do your dots. You can do your weakening blast, maybe a lethal shot, and then a call. Takedown. That's pretty much the stable rotation, but also you can just throw your dots on and switch to another target, and you're still doing a little damage, and just kind of for fun. And engineering is probably the most relaxed out of all of them. You can just place your probe, place a diversion, and maybe hit an auto crit explosive probes, things like that. But also, there isn't really a set rotation. It's kind of things that make sense in order. So really what I've been doing throughout this entire match was my interrogation probe, my explosive probe, and maybe I'll do a snipe before I put the probes on so they don't tick, and then I'll put down a plasma probe if I think they're going to stay, and then I hit my EMP discharge. And it does a lot of fucking damage, pardon my language, but it does. It was hitting 13k and a tank guardian. I don't know if this is in this match or not. We are playing pubs. I don't remember exactly where it was. I might have passed it already, but it does hit a lot of damage. And there's a point in this game towards the end when I'm at the other door and I'm 1v1ing this sniper, and I think someone does come in at the very, very end, but I would have killed him anyway, and I do kill him very easily. So it's he gets me down to a good amount of health, but I'm putting all my probes on. He's doing his snipe, his penetrating blast, and then I hit my EMP discharge. His health drops. He pops the cooldown, and then I do a series of shots. Also, it's going to take away your explosive probe. EMP discharge will also take away your explosive probe, I believe. So if you do an EMP discharge, it's going to do all that damage plus any damage on the explosive probe. So it's a very, very nice damage. Plus it also stuns them and slows them. So it's kind of like that's really your staple attack. And then if you hit your series of shots, you're doing big damage for your explosive probe, and you do an auto crit explosive probe, you're going to be doing more damage. So, and I believe I did use the auto crit. I forgot to use it a few times just because it's not really like a channeled ability like ambush or call is, because it's a lot. It's more mental for me to hit it then. I don't know why. I did, but it was my first game, so. Yeah, and there's a 10K on my EMP discharge, and I believe I do kill this guy. Series of shots, it's really nice. I believe engineering has come a long way. There's been some busts, there's been some 15% crit chance and stuff like that. I'm pretty pleased. I did leave myself spec in this game because I might play it again. Spec like as a spec. I didn't switch back to marksman because I might play it again. Drew PvP before he did leave SWTOR, sadly. He played engineering, and I didn't really understand it until I played this. It's a lot of fun. You might get a lot of hate from people, but it's a lot of fun. You guys should try it, especially if you play sniper. Definitely in ranked, marksman is the way to go. Marksman is still a lot of fun. It's a really easy spec to play, but this is kind of my first time playing engineering, and it wasn't as energy hungry as I thought it would be. I got some nice 1v1s, pretty good damage off, especially with some snipes and some EMPs. I'm definitely happy, and plasma probe has all of its uses, bar that. You can put it on doors, you can put it in clusters of people. It's great. It only lasts 9 seconds, but as opposed to something like a force storm, maybe it's hitting. Force storm hits about 2,500 to 3K per tick, and it lasts about 3 seconds. So let's say 7K in total on one person. This is about hitting 1,500 damage, and it lasts 9 seconds. So that's about that's more damage, and if they stay in it, I mean, it's a small area, don't get me wrong. It's about the area of a death from above kind of thing. But it's some good AoE. So this is the part I was talking about. I am facing off this gunslinger here. I'm putting all my probes on. I did a EMP discharge with health drops. Then he stuns me. I get back in cover here. I did a series of shots before, and now, the first round ends. So I probably would have killed him, but that was some nice damage. I think a lot of people, especially me, I was surprised definitely when I was playing against an engineering sniper before. I was like, oh, I'm getting hit by an engineering sniper. Why is my health going down? And then he EMP discharge didn't do as much damage as before 4.0, but there was still, especially the slows. The slows were a big part of that, because if you're locked down, they can put a plasma probe and a diversion. Especially if you're a sniper, you're screwed because you can't get back into cover. So I think that was kind of a big. I think they did a good job. Especially, I think I talked about this. I don't remember what other video. Oh, Juggernaut, my Juggernaut video. I talked about class balance, and I think they've done a lot better in terms of class balance. With classes, the Juggernaut was a good example because of rage and stuff, and Sniper, in my point of view, maybe it's not in others' point of views, but I think they did a good job balancing it. Lethality is pretty good. I haven't played it in 4.0, but I've seen videos. It looks pretty good. Engineering is obviously good. Marksman is amazing. Marksman is obviously overpowered, but engineering is not pulling up the back as badly as it used to. I would still say it's probably far behind, because I know a lot of people still like to do lethality because of the sustained damage and because of calls and stuff, because of tank downs. There's a lot more big chunks, but definitely it'd be marksman, lethality, engineering in terms of best flex to pay, in terms of hard hitting and stuff, to worst in a sense. And that's just my opinion, but they've done a lot better kind of putting together. That's basically still kind of the order, I guess, in my sense, but they've done better trying to close the gap, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And as evident in this game, I do my first over 1,000,000 damage in 4.0, so that's kind of good. I was pretty pleased with that. And I mean, it's obviously going to do over. It's mostly fluff damage. It's mostly, but it's pretty big fluff damage, about 800 to 1,000 per tick on some of the probes. And I tried to cat there. I don't know why. I guess I was just trying to wait for them to finish it off, but didn't really work. Yeah, so I'm really liking the sniper. I'm definitely glad I made one. It's kind of funny, like I said in my other videos, that they that a lot of people are maining snipers. There's tons of snipers. There's a gunslinger. There's another sniper on my team. So yeah, I'm very happy. I definitely think a lethality operative would not have suited me in this expansion. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any other requests for videos, I tried to play some Scoundrel. I did a little leveling today. And I tried to do some mid-tier. Mid-tier was horrible again. I did find out the bracket 10 to 40, 41 to 64, and then 65. So that's 10 to 40, like 30 levels. You know, that's quite a lot of gap. So I might end up having to wait till like I get Shank Shot and I get some of my bigger abilities and cooldowns, especially till I do some more PvP. I'm really just gonna try and see what. I'll let you guys know what happens in some other videos. I've seen my Juggernaut videos doing really well. There's a lot of views, so I will definitely be uploading more of that 170 to 65. He's 64 still. I'm holding off leveling, and I'll probably do it this weekend. But otherwise, Sniper is good because it's just always a nice class to go back to. Whenever I'm kind of disgruntled with mid-tier or low-tier, I just go on my Sniper and I dominate. It's so much fun. I mean, Sniper is always kind of like the least defensive class, but I like it a lot. I think the changes were very good. And I'm very happy I mained. It's just kind of like it's a lot of fun for me. And I know it's a lot of fun for other people too, so I'm very happy I mained it, and I'm happy with the channel and stuff, I guess. I don't know, I'm just kind of at a loss here. Yeah, but do you guys have any other requests for videos? Let me know, and I will try and do my best here. Really, right now it's Juggernaut, Sniper, Scoundrel if I can. I can do a Sentinel video. I can try to do a Sentinel video. It's really hard right now because the Scrub Lord's on Imperial side. But I'll try to find a good time of day, maybe on a Sunday or something, like midday or Sunday night. I'll talk to my guildies and stuff. So if you guys have any requests, just let me know. And I come third here, 1.2, I think that is. I can't read it from here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. See ya.